These barrow deeps have remained untouched for nearly 3,000 years. Still, there's no telling what creatures may have taken up residence after we sealed these tunnels shut.
There is nothing to fear in this place. The only enemy that has ever given me pause is now corrupting the lands above us. Let us be done with this business and get back to the surface.
Agreed. Just be careful. There is no telling how the Druids of the Claw will react to us after all this time.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss. It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. By Elune. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune.
These cave spiders are enormous.
I sense a strange darkness tainting them. They have been transformed by a great evil. As the goddess calls. The goddess calls. So be it. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of
Has
Elune.
sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman. Hinduli Rethad. Immediately.
What threatens
Someone
these
threatens the
lands?
wilds.
I know dark. Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone
The
threatens
land
the
and
wilds.
I are one.
As the goddess wills.
Something is
By
amiss.
Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. So be it. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. So be it. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. Anudora! I heed the voice of Elune. In the name of Cenarius! I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
Our
Someone
warriors
threatens
have
the wild.
engaged the enemy.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess calls. By Elune. Someone threatens the wild. This must be what cursed the spiders.
If the corruption can do this to these simple creatures, I dare not imagine what it could do to the beasts who live above.
We must put an end to this corruption, no matter the cost. I swear. I hear the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. In the name of Cenarius! Anudora! Kalimdor. I hear the voice.
Hush, the Rodana.
The goddess. Ashrathoraman. Someone
Has sleep
threatens the wild.
dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
Enlighten me.
On your mark, say no more. All too easy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Threatens these
The
lands.
goddess calls.
The land and
So
I
be
are
it.
one.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudon.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune. Immediately. By Elune. The goddess
The
calls.
land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
It shall be done.
Through the wild. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these lands? I bid you.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it, as the goddess wills. So be it.
Something
I heed the
is
voice of
amiss.
Elune.
Our warriors have
Ashrathoraman.
engaged the enemy.
For Kalimdor.
The goddess calls, as the goddess wills.
Speak your mind.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills.
Old priestess, we need your help. Our shaman was bitten by a strange spider and has become deathly ill. Our tribesmen have run off, leaving us to fend for ourselves.
What would you have us do?
The waters of the nearby Fountain of Life can save him, but we dare not leave him in this state. If you can fill this vial with its waters and return it to us, our shaman's life will be saved.
If his wisdom will prevent you from turning feral like your tribesmen, I will gladly save your shaman. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. By Elune. So be it. Ashrathoraman.
The land and
goddess
I are
calls.
one.
I heed the voice of
Something
Elune.
is amiss. Anudora.
Someone threatens the wild.
How dare!
Anudora!
Dulled my senses.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Hush the Rodanador.
Someone
Has
threatens the
sleep
wild.
dulled my senses?
Immediately. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. In the name of Cenarius! This must be the Fountain of Life. I need only place the vial in the fountain's waters. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Elune be praised, priestess. Truthfully, we doubted that you'd return. Now our shaman has a chance. Again, I must thank you for your help. Take this talisman. Should you require our aid, it will summon us to fight at your side.
Immediately. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. So be it, as the goddess wills. So be it. The pathway cuts off to the south, but this doorway looks promising.
Oh no. How could I have forgotten?
What is behind this door that worries you, my love?
This door leads to Illidan's prison, Tyrande. We should go. Now.
Illidan? It's been 10,000 years. Could he still be alive? We should free him, Furion. He would be the perfect ally against the undead and their demon masters.
No, Tyrande. That beast must never be set free.
But he is your brother.
Be that as it may. He is far too dangerous. I forbid it.
Only the goddess may forbid me anything. I will free Illidan whether you like it or not.
What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. It shall be done. For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador, Anudora. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor, it shall be done. Torfala Nordora. For Kalimdor, the land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. The land and I are one. Brothers. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Anudora, Ashtherodanador. How dare you! It shall be done. Anudora. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Let me pass. The Archdruid of the Moonglade demands passage. It threatens these lands. Anudora. For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador. It shall be done.
Turn back. You are unworthy to bask in the Bear God's presence.
Bear gods? Has sleep my senses. One. The land and I are one. So this dulled my senses. These lands.
Are we doing it?
Has sleep dulled my senses. The land and
Inventory is full.
Anudora. Perhaps the creature was referring to the sleeping druids of the Claw. But why would he call them bear gods when they appear as I do? Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Foul spawn of deathling. I should have known that you loathsome beasts would take refuge within the flames of the earth. Threatens these lands. For Kalimdor, it shall be done. Anudora.
Ah, the Druids of the Claw are awake already. Come, my brothers, we have much to do.
They've lost themselves to their animal aspects. They're mindless and feral.
In the Raven's name.
The horn's call might work, but it would reach only a few of them in this part of the cavern. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. The land and I are one. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Something is amiss. It shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Ashtherodanador. Pathetic wretches. Threatens these lands. For Kalimdor. Anudora.
Has begun. That's a good
Is amiss. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtherodanador.
No one
Threatens these lands. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. What threatens these lands? It shall be done. Something is amiss. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Something is amiss.
That's a given.
Press the attack! Dulled my senses. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done.
No one
The
shall
land
be
and I are one. For Kalimdor.
has begun.
The land and I are one. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. What threatens these lands? As sleep dulled my For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. What threatens these lands? The land and I are one.
That's a given. It has begun. No one shall be the wiser. For my brothers, that's a given. No one shall be the wiser.
The land and I are one. Anudora. It shall be done. My senses. I are one. For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses?
I am prepared.
Something is amiss. Threatens these lands. The land and I are one. It shall be done. Something is amiss. Anudora. For Kalimdor. What threatens these lands? Ashtherodanador. Dulled my senses.
For the truth.
Friends, these lands. It shall be done. Something is amiss. For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador, has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. The land and I are one.
Stormbridge. I don't know what came over us. It's been so long since we remembered who we were.
All is well, Theroshan. I have need of you and your mighty brethren once again. After these many ages, the Burning Legion has returned, and only our combined strength can drive them back.
Then we Druids of the Claw are yours to command, Shandor Stormbridge.
I cannot go back. Goddess grant the Furion was wrong.
Your quest is foolhardy. Even your goddess has condemned the one you seek to free.
I heed the voice of Awaken. The goddess calls. Someone I heed the voice of the goddess calls. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. O Kalimdor! The goddess calls. Immediately. Immediately. By Elune. Someone threatens the light. As the goddess wills. So be it. Anudora! Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess wills. Someone threatens the light. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. By Elune. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. Ashrathoraman. In the name of Cenarius! Someone threatens the wild. Anudora! The goddess calls.
I am sworn to obey.
Walk away, Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. The goddess calls. Immediately. O Kalimdor! Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. So be it. Someone threatens the wild.
Make it fast.
Your move. Say no more.
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
On your mark, done. Your move. Fair enough. All too easy. All too easy.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Point the way. Say no more.
Speak your mind.
Point the way.
The goddess calls. By Elune.
Waiting on you. Fair enough.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. Iluli Rethab. As the goddess wills. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. In the name of Cenarius! Immediately. Okalamdor. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Iluli Rethab. Immediately. The goddess calls. So be it.
Your move.
I am sworn to avenge.
Ashrathoraman. A cache of the Watcher's weapons. These should help us considerably. I heed the voice of
In
Elune.
position.
Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. So be it. The goddess calls. By Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Death.
Anudora! Ashrathoraman.
Make it fast. I shall not fear.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Standing guard.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess
Inventory
wills.
is full.
By Elune. Immediately. The goddess calls. So be it. Iluli Rethab. By Elune. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. In the name of Cenarius! Someone threatens the wilds.
I am sworn
The
to
goddess
avenge.
calls. By Elune.
In position.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
I heed the
Point
voice
the
of
way.
Elune. Someone
Waiting on
threatens
you.
the wilds.
Fire. One shot. One kill. Done.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess
the way.
calls. Immediately. So be it.
Your
I heed the voice.
The
treants move to block my path. Only a powerful druid could command such creatures.
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
On your mark.
So be
your
it.
move.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Immediately. As
Point
the
the
goddess
way.
wills. I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
As the goddess wills. By Elun. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. So be it. Anudora! Okalamdor! Induli Rethad. By Elun. I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. So be it. I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wilds, as the goddess wills. In the name of Cenarius! Anudora! Okalamdor! In the name of Cenarius! These explosive devices look to be of goblin design. The wily creatures must have hidden them here long ago. No matter. I'll make good use of them. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elun. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. Anudora! Ashrathoram. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun.
Point the way.
Immediately. By Elun. As the goddess wills. Induli Retha. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. So be it, as the goddess wills. By Elun, immediately. So be it, as the goddess wills. Immediately. Okalamdor! Anudora! By Elun, so be it. Immediately. By Elun. Induli Rethad. Okalamdor! As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. In the name of Cenarius! I heed the voice of Elun. By Elun. So be it. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
Waiting on you.
Immediately. By Elun. So be it. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls. By Elun. Someone threatens the wilds.
Standing guard.
By Elun. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the
the way.
wilds. The goddess
Your
calls.
move.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess calls. I heed the voice
Waiting
of Elun.
on you. Fair enough.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of
Point the way.
the goddess calls. As the goddess wills. By Elun. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elun.
On your mark.
Hold, priestess. This place is forbidden, even to one such as you. There is a terrible evil here that must remain chained beneath the earth.
Illidan was considered a great hero once. I believe he will become one again.
Madness! You would doom us all by freeing the betrayer.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens
Waiting
the
on
wilds.
you.
The goddess calls. So be it.
say?
Someone fuels the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Illidan, is that you?
Deronda, it is your voice. After all these ages spent in darkness, your voice is like the pure light of the moon upon my mind.
The Legion has returned, Illidan. Your people have need of you once more.
Because I once cared for you, Deronda, I will hunt down the demons. But I will never owe our people anything.
Then let us hurry back to the surface. The demon's corruption spreads with every second we waste. Furion.
It has been an eternity, brother. An eternity spent in darkness.
Illidan, you were sentenced to pay for your sins. Nothing more.
And who are you to judge me? We fought the demons side by side, if you recall.
Enough of this, both of you. What is done is done. My love, with Illidan's help, we will drive the demons back once again and save what is left of our beloved land.
Have you even considered the cost, Deronda? This betrayer's aid may doom us all before the end.
I will have nothing to do with this.